Yo, what up, guys? Welcome to the podcast. Your boy, the South Bouse. I'm here with Big Lynch, Donnie Duckets,
Present.
holding it down. And this guy, Muhammad, he got sued about jam sandwiches. That and more exciting things on the podcast. Chocolate depends how dark.
Somehow you made both those topics so racist.
They were.
Like Muhammad got sued. Chocolate, not too dark.
I didn't do that. That's more. That's a whole other level. Even talking about it. We can't start with this. Is this somewhere else on the podcast now?
You need to cut it.
No, you don't cut anything. You definitely don't cut the crust off your circular sandwich unless you want to get sued by Smuckers. Everything I'm saying sounds like a bit. But seriously, Smuckers is out here dishing out lawsuits.
Bro, Smucker. No. I hardly know
seriously. Her. I know this sounds dumb
seriously?
As hell.
Have you ever had
serious.
Uncrustables?
No.
Me neither.
Ever had
I didn't even know it was a real thing.
I definitely knew it was a real thing. I always saw it, and I was like, oh, I wish that was around when I was a kid.
First of all, they're frozen. They're frozen.
No, they're not.
Are we sure about this?
Not that.
Why would you eat a frozen peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
I'm looking at a Smuckers
warm up.
Uncrustable, keep frozen, thaw and eat.
Sounds way worse now.
Frozen and then
like
thaw? Like, what point? I refuse to believe that this frozen bread and frozen peanut butter are going to thaw to the right temperature at the right time. And also, isn't it going to be a little icy? Make it a little soggy? Is that what's going on here? I'd rather have my boy sit on one. I'll be like, yo, sit on this for 10 minutes. Sit on my Smuckers Uncrustable for 10 minutes. And then when I'm good and ready, I'm going to take a bite out of it, boy.
You got to put it in your hot
this?
pocket shorts, like in the hot pocket, in one of those heated pockets.
That's right.
They're very caught up in there. That's true. It wouldn't fit though because it's round. It's not square or rectangular.
I feel like you
Find
can
a
still.
way.
I think you might be able to fit in Uncrustables in a hot pocket. By the way, guys, hot pockets. You know hot pockets? Yeah, you do. Fatso. Hot pockets made hot pocket shorts. It's cargo shorts. It has a hot pocket. Some of you might already know that because you tuned in last week. My boy, hell yeah. You came back? Shut up. Anyways. I tell you right now.
Kiss me.
that Smuckers Uncrustable 100% fits into the hot pocket. 100%.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
There's no way a
100%?
Smuckers Uncrustable is actually
I think
really
they designed it. No, I think they designed it
for only one
a
hot pocket. One hot pocket.
That's correct. Yeah, one hot pocket.
But you
Guys,
have no
I'm
idea.
not
You've
gonna
never
lie,
seen.
I'm-
Hold on. He's never seen an Uncrustables, a Smuckers Uncrustables in real life, and all of a sudden
It's
you
a
know.
circle.
Okay, trust me, circles can fit in rectangles, bro.
Dude,
you could fit.
look at
do you know
the
you could fit
geometry.
I could fit 5 million circles in a rectangle. Show me any rectangle, I will fit 5 million circles in it.
Bro, but the width of the circle for the Smuckers is going to be wider than the hot pocket.
That's
Let's
what you
be
think,
real.
eh?
You have to pull out the boxes.
I'll be honest
Yeah,
with
that's
you.
what I
I'll
think.
be honest with you. That's the one weakness in my argument, and you just brought it up, and I didn't want to have to play this card. I didn't want to have to play it. I squished the sides of the Uncrustable a little bit.
not if it's frozen.
Peanut butter and jelly.
So then
Not
I'm
if
gonna
it's
hold it.
frozen.
I'm gonna hold it against the pocket where the heat is escaping. Let it melt a little bit, and then I'll stuff it in my pocket. Toast the rest.
Bro, first of all, if you fucking dare take an Uncrustable circle fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich and squish that you're compromising the entire snack at that point in time. Now you open your package,
You're
you
right.
got peanut butter and jelly
You're
inside
right.
the bag. It's all over the top.
Oh, like a
There's no
hot
clean,
pocket
like the-
wouldn't leak and flake all up in your hot pocket pocket. I bet you there's
don't.
probably a cleaning method for it. Wait, listen to me.
not.
Actually, you brought up something interesting because you were really loyal to the circle there. And guys, the reason why this whole Smuckers thing came up, and I brought it up like an idiot, but like there's this guy Muhammad, not that one, and he has this thing called Gallant Tiger, and they're circular, basically Uncrustables. with way more ball and flavors. Like Uncrustables is like fucking peanut butter and grape jelly. You fucking stupid 8-year-old. Eat it at lunch.
Yeah.
Where this one is, this got blueberry bourbon sage and peanut butter, or chai spiced pear butter and peanut butter. Like he's coming on an angle here, and he's got like high protein labeled on it. But the problem is, to Smuckers, of course, trying to protect their trademark, is they're like, you can't have a circle one. You can't have a circle one, and they have a bite taken out of it in the picture. And Smuckers is like, nah, we own Circle Uncrustable and bite taken out of it Uncrustable. And then you brought up, Lynch, you were like, yeah, if you ever violate the circle of an Uncrustable, and you never even seen an Uncrustable, so I'm kind of like, what's the deal with the loyalty to Uncrustables? Because I'm kind of like, maybe I should be the motherfucking Wendy's of the Uncrustables game and square up. Like, and I will square up with Smuckers. Smuckers is mad about circles with the bite taken out of it. Let's square up, dog.
Oh, don't misrepresent me right now, okay?
Well, what are you talking about? When did I do that?
I think you're trying to say that I'm on Big Smuckers. I'm on Big Jam. Like, that's where my loyalties lie. But I'm not. I'm not for only Smuckers in this scenario.
You know, he's repping Bun Mama.
No. I was saying that you had loyalty to the circle. The circle, yeah, the circle. Sure. Like, and I'm kind of curious.
I thought you thought I was on Big Jam.
No, you were like, bitch, don't ever say I'm Team Smuckers again. I will come at you.
Yeah, that's right. I was ready to fucking literally reach through the screen and smack you.
I saw a picture. Someone was like, I eat my peanut butter and jelly raw, and it was bread with peanuts and grapes on it. And I was like, how did I never
chill?
I was like, I'll try it.
Yeah, I will eat that.
I just like biting. I don't know. Yeah,
fruitcake.
I like some processing in my peanut and grapes personally.
Like,
but have
really
you ever
deep
done...
down? Go ahead, you.
Well, I was gonna ask if you ever did like a deconstructed meal where you kind of made it in your mouth. You ever just like take a bite of bread, a bite of meat, a bite of cheese, and like squirt some mustard in your mouth and swallow?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's reserved for those 3 a.m. moves where I'm just completely degenerate.
I think I was just trying to think. I was trying to think of really ugly ones to do like that, and I think a really ugly one is taking a bite of a bagel, scooping your finger into cream cheese, sucking your finger, and then taking a piece of lox and like it wiggling into your mouth. Have you ever? That'd be really ugly. That's like a Jewish monster.
All I think about with bagels is like I do that move where I butter the top of the bagel.
Yeah,
put a piece of cheese on top of it.
Yeah. I don't know why I was ever against that, but I was against that for a long time. Then I started doing it, and I was like, I don't know why I ever had a problem with it.
I'm too lazy to cut the bagel in half. I have to go ahead and butter the top of the round bagel and have less topping abilities because I'm choosing to eat the bagel as one rather than two halves.
But apparently the number one accident, the number one emergency room visit on a Sunday morning is cutting with a bagel. And a bagel is a dangerous cut. Yeah, so like if you could avoid the cut, like that's totally cool. That's totally great. Like you're fine. You're fine.
You know where you can avoid a cut is in those Uncrustables.
Yeah, they got you there. You're good with that. Like no.
Well, you know what I'm actually thinking about is the next time I go to Vermont, I'm gonna fucking, and I always buy food across the border so you don't have to deal with the hassle of what you're bringing in.
Yeah. So you hike up. By the time you hike up, your Uncrustable is ready to consume.
Exactly. I'm gonna.
You don't even need a hot pocket. Your pockets are hot.
All my pockets are hot.
Like, aren't you curious what the ratio is? That's what I'm most curious
in that
about.
Uncrustables.
The bread in that Uncrustable, is it just a terrible ratio, or are we talking some overflow peanut butter with like a good layer of jam in there?
This Gallant Tiger one is 100% absolutely a better thing. I could tell.
Yeah,
I absolutely.
That's why they're so mad.
I'm hoping I could find one of those. Like, let me find where that motherfucker is.
No, this one's local. This guy. The other one's a national brand. This guy's like, you have to know Muhammad.
Yeah, where is Muhammad? I want to get in touch with him and eat his sandwiches.
He did say the funniest thing. He was like, "Listen, like, why they got to be so mean? They shouldn't just buy me if they want to. If they think it's so good, go ahead, buy my company."
He's right though.
That's a good answer.
He's right. They should.
Yeah.
They should, because you know what? Like, we're not fucking
He's
with
right,
Uncrustables.
Stofers. Where you at?
We're not like
this?
we're not stupid. Like we're not stupid. We're not fucking with this Uncrustables. We're not a dumb 8-year-old. But run that blueberry bourbon sage, chai spice pear butter. I'm fucking around, boy.
I have a question though, seriously about.
Okay,
Smuckers.
let's get serious then.
This might be a dumb question.
yeah.
Probably is, but let's get serious
Hammer
about
down on this.
stupidity. Go.
You say Smuckers, I'm like, okay, jam. I understand jam. Now, once have I considered what Smuckers peanut butter is?
There's no
Is,
Smuckers
like,
peanut butter.
What peanut butter are they using then? What's
They're
the peanut butter
outsourcing
game?
that.
Like
Yeah,
a
but
white
you
label
think
peanut
what?
butter they
Like it's
got?
a fucking shadow op? Like Jif Peanut Butter's got like an alliance with Smuckers like that? And you think it's like a shadow
Yeah.
op? Or do you think I think
they're going-
I think they're making their own dumbass peanut butter probably.
I hate to break it to you, you can buy it in Canada right now for $100 if you want Smuckers organic natural chunky peanut butter.
For
$100?
$100? For $100? Why
It's
are you like
probably because we don't
casual
get it
that
here.
it's
Is it
$100?
industrial
Mr. Big ass
size?
pantry. Mr.
no
Pantry
idea.
I hate to tell
gatekeeper
you,
over
but
here.
for $100, you can have a
can
sandwich.
get it
Company's
right now.
ripping everyone off.
Like $100, you get your Smuckers peanut butter right now.
But
My
you know what they
pantry
do
has a
make?
door.
My pantry has a fridge. In fact.
Does your pantry,
Hold on,
does your
that would
pantry have a
this
window?
is actually a sip. A window.
Sip.
This would be a sick epic meal. Is get the $100
Uncrustables?
peanut butter and just sit there and eat it with a spoon and be like, "That was it. That was the epic meal. This fucking thing costs $100." Episode over.
That's epic, bro. We spent $100.
Except for the title would have to be I bought $1,000 peanut butter versus $1 peanut butter.
You're like, this
you
peanut
know
butter
what?
was $22.
They made that Smucker's Goober peanut butter with grape jelly stripes, which I never tried.
Oh,
But,
I
like, I would eat
remember
directly out
that.
of the
The
thing.
goober.
Like the
I saw
tube?
that and I was, yeah. You know about this goober grape, right, Donnie Duckets? You know about this product?
Uber grape?
This goober, the Smucker's goober. You know about this?
What's
it's like a
goober?
jar with like peanut butter and jelly
Oh,
and
yeah.
peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, look, I've seen this shit. This was like a 90s joke on sitcoms. They would be like, "Oh, peanut butter and jelly in the same jar or ketchup and mustard in the same." I don't know. It seems like a repeating trope. And then a company would
Honestly-
actually come out and do it, and you were kind of like, "Holy shit." But I've never tried
on.
any of it.
You're onto something right now. Ketchup and mustard in the same bottle. Never seen that before. That has to exist.
No, it
I'm
doesn't.
sure it does.
How?
That's you're close
At least-
to another sauce, like 2 more ingredients, and you're at Big Mac sauce.
Okay,
No, because they
exactly.
have
2
to-
more ingredients and you're at Big Mac sauce, yet everyone's mad that I put ketchup on pizza when 2 more ingredients in your pizza sauce is basically ketchup.
That's not how it works, though.
Oh,
It's
but
actually
it just
mad
did for
crazy.
you.
No, it's different because let me explain. What you're doing is you're putting white sugar on your frosted flakes. What are you doing? It's fine. We're good. They're frosted. We don't need this other sugar right now. It's covered. Why are you putting the ketchup on the pizza? You're putting sugar on frosted flakes. Insane. You're an insane man. So
No,
wild that you even.
There's an
that you-
application. There's an
It's just
application.
a crazy man.
I came across this video that I'm curious about your opinion on it. You might have to watch it, but it's pretty funny in my opinion. It's a very quick one. It's like 10 seconds. So this woman posted a TikTok, obviously, and the TikTok is of her taking the stems from her broccoli that she cut off in the grocery store and throwing them back in the broccoli area because she doesn't believe she should pay for the extra weight of the part of the vegetable she doesn't eat. And people were going off on this. This is like, people were getting so many good comments off on this. But I was like, oh my God, that's how much money you saving realistically. Let's be real here. Like, and I get it. Like, it's all good. But would you ever do this? Have you ever, like, do you ever sit around going to the grocery store and be like, man, I got to pay for this extra bit that I don't care about? Or do you consider the stem of the broccoli part of the purchase? Like, is she right? Is she wrong? Is she not? Like, what's your opinion?
I
So-
don't know if you want to go off there, Harley.
No, I was gonna actually first of all, and you might be able to answer for me, Donnie and Lynch, but I was gonna play double ignorant here beforehand. I'm not really familiar with the cost of buying broccoli in the stock like that, like as a stock. So I don't know how much it costs when she's cutting this off.
Do you buy broccoli in a bag and put it in a microwave? Is that what you're saying?
What am I, fucking
No, if you like
idiot?
at
I buy
Costco-
broccoli in a bag and put it in an air fryer. And I buy a bag filled with bags of broccoli. I have a big bag from Costco, and inside are 10 bags of broccoli. Little boys, little cute boys. I throw them in the air fryer. But I never buy broccoli like this. And also, I'm not familiar if you eat that part. Can you eat that part?
No, definitely not.
You cannot eat that part? Why can't you eat that
No,
part?
but you might be able to make it into like a cream of broccoli soup. I might be wrong on that. I'll tell you this. I love what she's doing. I think it makes a lot of sense. I think she's right. But I don't know how it works where she is, but here broccoli is usually a flat rate for basically the size that it is. So she took 2 broccolis there. That would be something like, I don't know, prices are crazy now, but it might be something like $3 to $5 for those 2 broccolis, and it's not something that's getting weighed. It'll be 2 broccolis with the stems with an elastic around them, 2 little heads, boom.
You're saying
flat
where we
price.
live.
Where we live, it's pre-weighed
Okay,
and
yeah.
sold
See, that's
like
what I was
that.
saying. I didn't know like how she was buying the broccoli, but I love this guy's comment here. He said, "Yeah, I cut my watermelons in store because I only eat the middle."
The comment section was so good. It was just people getting off the best ones.
I have cut broccoli at the store.
She said,
'Cause
"If
I've-
glad she wasn't buying pistachios. What a mess that would have been."
That's very wholesome.
It's very cute in here.
No, I've cut broccoli at the store, but it didn't affect the price. It was literally just very unprocessed and covered in all kinds of stems and leaves, and they were selling it in this big fucked up way. And I cut it all away.
On the topic,
Pull the knife out of your back pocket.
I literally pulled. Don't act surprised. Yeah, I pulled a knife out of my pocket and I cut the fucking broccoli.
he has a
Like a
knife on
butterfly
him
knife,
right
so a
now.
little move or what?
There's a knife on him right now.
A little butterfly move or what?
No butterfly. That's illegal, bro.
Oh shit! I won't dox you.
Yeah. The
And
comment
it's called
section.
a bally song, not a butterfly knife.
I don't know enough about knives, bro. I just use them.
Yeah, and it's called a Bowie knife.
Yeah,
It's called
Yeah,
a Bowie
let's-
knife.
it's called a Bowie knife.
It's David Bowie.
It should have been David
Why can't we
Bowie.
call?
It was supposed
why
to
can't
be
we call
David
it a
Bowie.
butterfly knife?
It was supposed to be David Bowie because it's a Bowie knife. You know that? Hello, bro. Get with it. It's a fucking Bowie knife. That's what it's called, not a
Now-
Bowie knife. David Bowie,
Now
not
they
David
know.
Bowie. Should have been, though. Should have been. And also, when I was reading this TikTok
Should have
comment section and you said it's so wholesome, I want you to know I skipped 2 racist comments that were at the top. So, this is the current climate. Like, if we are in a simulation, we got to cancel whoever's running it because they're racist. They're putting a lot of racism in
Elon.
society today. So whoever's running that simulation, we're going to cancel him from within the simulation. Cancel the person, the entity that is running the simulation. And I swear that's on a Smuckers lawsuit, bro. Come at me with your grape jelly ass. I'm gunning for Smuckers now. I'm gunning for Smuckers. That's the
even
name
know
of my
how that
book,
guy's-
Gunning for Smuckers.
Part 1.
Smuckers v. Stofers.
I want to
You
get
don't even
hired
know
at
how that
Smuckers.
guy's-
You think I can get a job? That's what we're going to do. Hitting camera shit. I'm going to go Smuckers, try to get a job.
You actually look like someone who'd work at Smuckers right now.
I look like a
I
guy.
picture
If
they have a
imagine
lot of
under my head, it's bald. And I have the hair on the sides. I absolutely run Smuckers. And I take my job way too
stash?
seriously.
You're in the factory fucking telling people how to make it
Absolutely. And when the work is done, I
Definitely
smoke
on
a blunt.
few FBI lists.
And then when the work's done, I smoke a blunt. Go to the bar, get my dick
right.
sucked by a man.
happen.
Amanda.
Probably just eating fucking
Not a man.
jelly
Their name.
sandwiches.
Yeah, infinite Smuckers, bro. You work at Smuckers factory. You think you get to fucking take your hand and just reach into the fucking vat, pull out like some grape jelly, go home with it? You get your Smuckers jelly pants with a pocket meant to carry jelly. built-in fucking butter knife. Bro, do I have to start
picturing-
designing the drip for all these stupid-ass
you know
food
what?
companies?
No, I say you get like a Camelback and you fill up a reservoir with jam and you suck it out of a
Ooh,
straw.
you need a thick straw to fucking suck in that grape jelly. Otherwise, it's not going to come out in a consistent. It's going to come out like a.
Yeah, you can
You did hit on
pieces
a
at a
motorize
time.
it.
You did hit on a great video idea. We go and get some custom-made shorts or pants, and we put a warmer for an epic mealtime size burger pocket. So the pocket.
So you
is
want
just
me to go to the
size of
movie
your-
theater and try and sneak a 50-pound burger in my right cargo
Yeah,
pocket?
we have to like hire someone to make these these
Yo.
shorts for us with a custom pocket and sew it on, and it's like got to be for a 25-pound burger. You put in
No,
your
so
pocket. You
shorts
walk
is a
in.
bad idea, but do like a parka or something.
Oh, like on your back, on your back.
Why not a
Yeah, yeah.
backpack?
25
A
pound
backpack
burger.
now. It's the
No,
Epic
'cause
Meal
now you look-
backpack. We're
no, 'cause
selling
people
one
are
of
like,
one.
What's in the bag?
one of one. Yeah,
But if
That
you just
backpack would
backpack.
stink, bro. That would stink. It's like the day after you had like a fucking like
It's just like a meat sweating.
Yeah,
but
like
it's
you
not
had
just like
like
one
the-
burger. It's
the
100
40-pound
burgers
all
in
bacon
one.
burger inside your backpack the day before. And you got home tired after eating your all bacon 50-pound burger, and you take your Epic Meal backpack off, put it down, you're like, I'll deal with it tomorrow. I'm tired. And I want to blaze and play
worst?
Call of Duty for 6 hours. And so you do that, and then the next day you like walk by the bag, and it just stinks. Stinks.
That bag would suck. It's like hockey equipment, but worse.
Lots of
No, I
beef.
do-
Lots
I-
of beef stinks. Beef.
The beef's
Beef
terrible.
just existing, not seasoned.
Well, what's-
is disgusting.
I wanna
And,
ask
and
you, I wanna
ketchup.
ask you.
Ketchup too. Ketchup.
This is important.
Yeah.
This is important.
Yeah, yeah.
This is
What do you
important.
got?
What is, if you were to rank the worst
Denzel
epic meals you
Washington.
made-
What?
Okay, perfect. Yeah. if you had to sit down and break down like the worst, if Amir comes in, epic mealtime shoot day, we're making a meal, you're not sure exactly what it is yet, but we get in there and he shows up with X. He's like, I'm making this today. What is it? What's the worst call for you? What's gonna fuck up your whole vibe in the house?
Fish and onions.
Give me your top three.
Fish and onions.
That's it.
Well, goulash, because he's done that before. He cooked a soup with.
but
fucking,
that wasn't epic. That wasn't an epic meal.
No,
That's
he
just
did that
lunch,
for fun,
'cause
but he
bought-
made an epic meal
Yeah.
amount. He made enough goulash to feed the fucking invading Russian army and the mercenaries. Like, he's got a lot of goulash. That's what he did, and it was the worst stink ever. Fish is, I just don't like the smell of fish later. Like, fish
I think
now
the
is
deep
fine.
fried-
Later, mad as hell.
I think the deep frying gets me the most because it just sticks to you.
That
in the
very
closest
much
way.
smells like an epic meal to me, too. It smells like, that's
Yeah,
what old
that-
epic meals used to smell like, always was a deep fried.
Vegetable oil.
To me, that
vegetable oil
smells
is
like latkes, like my childhood with your mother making latkes, and the whole house stinks for fucking days.
Yeah, and they're going to come hit you.
Instead, you have a
It's the 90s, so they're frying latkes and they're going to come hit you, and then they're going to make you watch an R-rated
they're actually
movie.
they're tapping their cigarette ash. out
Yeah,
on the
they're
latkes,
frying
too, as they
latkes,
do
they're
it.
smoking cigarettes indoors,
They hit you,
Freaking-
and
Pepsi.
we're watching TV with dinner.
and it's R-rated.
Cereal mom on repeat.
Listen to this, guys. We got dark chocolates, all right? All right? Some are high in lead, high in cadmium, high in both lead and cadmium, and there's your safe choices. I actually saw this, but with various milks. And it was the milks that, and not just their effect on you, but the effect on emissions on the planet and how much water it uses. And dairy and almond milk and oat milk were very good. They had a very good, like very low amount of emissions and water usage. But regardless of whichever one was good, by far, literally like 10 times worse, and every level is dairy. Just straight up milk is like so bad for the environment, so bad for its waste. So I just thought it was interesting because I'm like, oh, well, you know what? As ridiculous as it sounds, sometimes if I know that like something is much better, I would make that informed decision when I can. So like I would consume almond milk or oat milk if it's that much better than dairy. Having said that, dark chocolate can kill you. like the safer choices of dark chocolate here, because we have a list of chocolates that are high in both lead and cadmium, or high in cadmium or high in lead. I don't give a fuck, bro. This is dark
I'm gutted
chocolate.
by one of these.
Dark chocolate. Which one?
No. This was actually for Donnie because the list of the worst ones, I've been eating those for a hot minute.
The Trader Joe's?
No, the Theo one. I get their like little peanut butter cups. I get their like dark chocolate bars. They make a bunch of things that I like, and they're the ones that are just getting smoked here.
Why? Then there's
I've had
this
I've had
one.
the Trader
Which
Joe's.
ones? Oh, Theo. I don't know Theo.
Well,
but I
Theo
know it's
here has
referring to
140.
theobromine.
It has 140% lead, and this other one, Mast, has 14% lead. I don't
Well,
know.
not
There's not
14%, right? 14% like above the recommended, because something can't be higher than 100% in anything.
What do you mean? Yeah, I can.
You said it's 100%, 114%.
One is 140% lead.
Right,
This other
but
one
it
is 14%
can't be
lead.
140%. 100.
Yeah, it can.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm saying it can. I know what you mean, and it can. Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't.
It's 140% lead. You have
What
a
is?
problem with that? This chocolate
do.
bar, Theo.
This chocolate bar is 140% lead. It's gonna be pretty heavy.
Their lead, this lead here, to the point that I didn't get to, that I wanted to get to, it's 140%. I can imagine and how this number is 140%, whether it's like the first example that you used to illustrate like what you were saying, that it can't be more than 100%, or that's the 100% level, or it's 140% above the recommended amount of lead
There
in a
you
chocolate
go.
bar. Well, there you go. That's how it's 140%. If
Sure.
that is. But the point that I was going to make is that this number is 140%. This
Okay.
chocolate bar is 14%. Regardless of what the percentage is, this one is 10 times more lead.
Yeah.
There's not that much room in a chocolate bar to have 10 times more lead than another chocolate bar. What the fuck is going on? That there's this much lead. And the cadmium's 189%. And even this other chocolate bar, the good one, has 40% cadmium. What's going on here?
Bro, it's actually terrifying. Look, I don't eat a lot of dark chocolate, admittedly, and when I do, I go max 70%. I think anything above 70%, and it's really just.
But
you're
how do
not
you access
enjoying
that number?
yourself.
How do you get that intel about how much lead is in your chocolate bar when you say 70%?
Oh, no.
This
Sorry,
right
sorry.
now.
I'm talking 70% of like
Cacao.
exactly. I'm not talking about the
is that
lead.
what's bringing this lead and
That's what's
cadmium?
creating.
Well, I don't know
Yeah.
because look. Does this mean that this is all about dark chocolate? But does this mean milk chocolate doesn't have it?
Nah,
That
no
kinda
way,
doesn't-
bro. No way.
It doesn't. It don't like this.
Milk
No,
chocolate's
this is-
got whole other problems. That's got plastic in it. Like,
Yeah. It's got like a emulsifier or whatever the fuck. But let me
No,
tell you,
because-
the one that I'm the most gutted about is the Tony's.
Oh, really?
Tony's.
Wow,
is-
Tony's.
So Tony's is so unassuming. You
Where do
see
you get
this.
Tony's?
High in lead, by the way. Those listening, both these guys eat these dark chocolate bars, maybe because they're better for you. Because why would you ever choose dark chocolate unless you're like, it's better for you? It's not as bad. You can eat more. That's why I would.
Yeah, it
but
definitely
like you're
does
buying
not
dark
taste as
chocolate,
good.
and it's really like poisonous. Lead and cadmium's terrible. So it's like you're out here getting this shit ass chocolate bar, and it's bad for you. Like, I'm sorry, God is not down with either of you. That's God slapping both of you in the face.
But no, I'll tell you,
Just a
I
little
don't
one.
eat a lot of dark. I don't eat a lot of dark chocolate because I agree with you. If you're gonna eat chocolate, just I want to fucking enjoy it. And
You know what?
This
You
is
did show me those. You got me on those Trader Joe's peanut butter cups, and those dark chocolate are totally just as good as the milk chocolate. It's the one dark chocolate snack that's not bad compared to its regular chocolate one.
and the Trader Joe's dark chocolate in this list is doing really fucking bad.
It's the worst high in lead and cadmium. I'm out here with 229% cadmium. That's too much
That's
percent,
fucked.
bro. That's too much
But
percent.
I'll tell you what, last time I went to Trader Joe's, they didn't have the milk chocolate. They only had the dark chocolates, and I legit didn't buy them. I
You know why
walked
you could
away.
do it? It's because with those, the peanut butter filling is very important, and it's a lot. It's a generous amount.
And the crunch. It's
The
really
cha-
about the
exactly,
snap of
and the dark chocolate. The
Yeah.
dark chocolate still has that, so it's really just a vessel
Right.
in that case, and that's why I'm all right with it. But now that I know it's 229% cadmium, count me out.
I was just so
You're
gutted.
out. It's funny because the reason why you eat dark chocolate is you've been told that it's actually good for you, like high percentage, like 80% and above. What you said, yeah. Eating 80% is not really like eating a treat. It's like eating something bitter, essentially.
Yeah.
Or like 90%. It's not like delicious in nature, but it's supposed to have like antioxidants and it's supposed to be healthy for you, like having a piece of dark chocolate. But in this case, it is surprising that they got lead in the dark chocolate. Like, what's up with that?
Surprising and
Like,
unfortunate, and we're gonna not
gonna
eat
fuck-
that shit again.
We're gonna fuck and
I'm really not. Like, I'm just.
We're gonna fuck.
The bigger surprise is actually that I'm gonna butcher the name. Is it Ghirardelli?
yeah.
Yeah.
Ghirardelli. Yeah.
Ghirardelli.
I'm surprised that they're one of the safest choices. You would think one of those like kind of.
Still bad.
It feels
though.
like a big. It feels like a big brand. It said safer choices. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah,
the
safer
best they could do.
choices.
That's the best you could be right now. That's the best option. Out of all these
You know
options.
what? I think
So-
abstinence is the best option in this case. Now we're gonna have to have a moratorium on
yeah.
eating dark chocolate.
Speaking of chocolate, we actually have in our possession some cherry blossoms. For those that listened last week, we were talking about the cherry blossom, which is this. Donnie says he likes cherry blossoms.
I said
And-
I like cherry blossoms.
Lynch, you never had one, right?
And that's what I was going to say. So I've lived my whole life hating cherry blossoms. Just the whole look of them, the whole vibe. Every time I walk by, I'm like, what kind of loser eats cherry blossoms? Never had one in my life.
I want to
Fully
show it
judging
while
every
you
person
talk.
who's
I'm
ever
going to
bought
show it
one.
while you talk here. I said it looks like a fucking a gaping wound, or like
I said
honestly,
it looks like
you,
a cobra bite.
you put like it's like you cream pied like an orc, like an urukai. If you cream pie an urukai from Lord of the Rings, like this is what it looks like. Yeah. So that's a cherry blossom. Never have I walked by this and got one. And not only that, when I was
It's
going,
a Canadian thing.
even in 1992, when I was like 7, I saw this in the store and I was like, oh, they
And
need
this
a,
thing weighed 60 grams instead of 45, probably.
And yeah, and when I saw it back then, even then at 7 years old in '92, I'd be like, "Oh, that's an outdated packaging." Because now it looks
Yeah.
like the no-name packaging, the like just the bright yellow.
Yeah, it's kind of come full circle now. It's
It has,
retro.
it has. It's like
show
we're
the
back on
top.
this.
Show the top.
I had never saw the top of a cherry blossom, by the way. But this disgusting gaping wound, it's like the fucking like a Cadbury cream eggs, like evil brother. I hate this thing.
So I think I grew up kind of hating on these as well. Having not really eaten them, but you just look at the box and you look at the idea that instead of getting an entire chocolate bar where you're going to be able to, break up squares, and it weighs the same because of all the syrup and the cherry and shit, but you're not getting a chocolate bar experience in the same way. You're kind of getting this
It's
mouthful.
Cadbury
it's
cream
got
egg.
one thing. It's got one thing going for it right now for me, and I tried to convince myself, knowing that we were going to try this, is that it's not a shareable chocolate bar.
Oh
This
my
is for me.
God.
This is my personal chocolate bar. I get to have this
That's
chocolate bar.
how
this
fucking
quote-unquote chocolate thing.
pig-headed you are. Is that
I
your
like that,
first
actually.
instinct
Yeah.
is you
It's
won't
not.
have to
It's
give
not.
any
He's
away?
not. He's
Exactly.
not talking from a place of being like a person who wants to eat the whole chocolate bar. He's talking from a germaphobe perspective, I would assume. He doesn't want to break a piece off for you more than anything.
And once you have to eat it, like you can't cut it open the juice. Or
No,
whatever.
no,
Since
there's
He
I
no
doesn't
know
share
cherry.
joints
Come
with anyone. Like he doesn't want to have a ritual with you.
Yeah,
like I know this
that's been
very well.
normalized.
'Cause
Yeah,
That's been
I
normalized
love
in
how that's been
2023 though.
normalized.
I have
been
rituals.
normalized
I
in
have
2023.
rituals with everyone, all types of people.
Yeah, just
all
watch the
types.
Japan vlogs if you want to watch people sharing food.
So here, yeah, exactly. So here, like I know Lynch is like happy that he gets like a cherry blossom. It's just his. Don't even ask. And I'm
When I
the
li-
type.
when I list
I'm
the
the
pros
type
and
to be
cons?
like. I'm the type to be like, bro. Can I get a bite of your cherry blossom?
Yeah.
Yo, give me a
Can I
bite.
have a sip
Yo,
of your
give me a
Diet
bite of
Coke?
a Skittle. Yo, guy.
Can I have a sip of your Diet
Give me a
Coke?
bite.
Give me
Yeah,
a bite
Skittle.
of a Skittle, bro. Give me just a bite of a green Skittle.
Yo, give me
Walk
half that
on.
rooster foot.
Yo, walk on with the green Skittle, boy. Give me a bite.
If I ever saw someone
yeah.
take a bite of a Skittle and then hand over the other half to their boy, I'd be like, what the fuck is going on?
We'd have to beat the shit out of them.
We'd
have to kick their
I've been talking
fucking
about it
ass.
for years. Like, I went to Jimmy's house.
What do you mean?
He
Talk
ate
about
half
fears.
a
I would pull a
Skittle.
gun on them.
Yeah,
A
he
gun?
gave it to his
A gun? I'd pull a gun again. I'd pull a gun again.
Pull out two guns.
Yo, this cherry blossom got me acting stupid.
Yeah,
Last
yeah,
week
you're
we spoke
all
about
worried.
it. Lynch, this is the best part. Donnie, I don't know if you pull your. Let me see your cherry blossoms. Look at this. What? I thought you had that bag, bro. Where's that bag? You ate one of those, eh?
bag?
You ate one of the bag cherry blossoms?
What are we
me?
talking
Yeah,
about?
did you have a bag? I saw it where you were like got cherry blossoms. I was like, that's the fakest cherry blossom ever.
Oh no! I have those. Those are just. That's actually
You ate that.
just for my wife.
Did you
to
eat
eat.
that?
That was
though?
just a
wife ate that.
warm up.
Did you eat
No,
one?
no, my wife ate that.
You didn't eat any of
No.
them? Because that'll
Do I
spoil
look
this cherry
stupid to
blossom,
you?
bro.
I would never.
Okay.
I would never.
Because this is, I want to have this moment with you where we try our first cherry blossom.
See,
First one. I want to say
Oh,
something.
Harley,
I also
you've
want to say
never
something.
tried
I also
it?
want to say something. Donnie brought me a second cherry blossom because he thinks I'm going to want a second one because I like this so much.
Okay, but what other redeeming qualities if just looking at it right now? You haven't tried it yet. I'd say single use for one person's great. The packaging, kind of interesting to me a little bit from a
it's
form
retro
factor.
now. It's
Yeah, the
now-
package
form
works
factor.
now. The package used to suck as a kid because it was competing with like Wonder
I don't
Bar,
like the
Shiny.
imaging. I'm saying the form factor. Like I kind of like that it comes in a little box. Doesn't fit in your pocket though. That's the problem.
No,
I don't
now
know
that
about
I'm looking
It's
at
not
it,
good for
this
your pocket.
bloody urukai cream pie is actually a hilarious picture to have.
It's fucking
Yeah.
hilarious. I love
It's
how
like
it's like.
beckoning you to. It's like I dare you to try this goopy shit, bro. Is there a legit cherry inside?
Yes.
There's a maraschino
that's
cherry. Yeah.
ugly,
So the ingredients are sugar, obviously, but you got a maraschino cherry, and it's got this like ooze that comes out. That isn't made with ooze. It actually made it like after a week or two. It turns.
I
into
knew
the
it
ooze
wasn't
that you
made with
bite.
ooze, by the way.
Yeah, you knew
I knew that. I
You
knew
that.
I knew
But
ooze.
there's
That's
like
like ingredients.
I knew
Modified.
vanilla
I'm pretty
ice
sure there's-
wasn't going to show up.
No, I'm pretty sure there's like peanut and coconut in the outer shell, which Donnie was hyping up big time.
Oh no!
last-
It
last
says down here. It
Donnie.
says contains at the bottom after ingredients contains peanuts, milk, soy, sulfites. I
Yeah,
like
don't
that.
know
It's
if
like
there's
ingredients,
Coconut.
I
It's
like it-
peanut. Oh yeah, there is coconut.
There
yeah,
is
so
coconut
peanut
there.
and coconut.
bro. Look, there's
The
a whole
coconut might be
cherry.
part of the cream.
There's a whole cherry in there, but somehow it's like top ingredients are modified palm oil, modified vegetable oil,
Yeah, you can't
modified
get
palm
caught up.
Yeah,
kernel
yeah,
oil,
exactly. You're getting
modified
caught up in
milk
the-
ingredients.
That's how it goes.
And
bro. But,
lead.
like this is a Canadian thing. This isn't. I don't think
For
this is
sure,
US.
cadmium
This
in
is-
here.
Yeah.
I think you
Cadmium,
can
no.
a
find
cadmium
these.
cream egg.
You could find some. Look, I'm telling
I'm
you, the
busting
whole
this
thing.
open.
The whole thing for me is the texture. It's kind of like the crunch, the mouthfeel, the shell, the breaking through of it is the best part.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, but I
Let's
break
bust it
through.
open.
I'm getting
Let's
to
see.
a cherry.
You're getting
can't
to a
wait to
cherry,
see
and you could like that or hate that, but breaking
Damn,
through is
yo,
a
this
fucking
is
good
crazy.
time.
Look at this. This is crazy. It's stores like this, but this is actually how it is. I had no idea that it was like on its side the whole time like that. That's
Oh,
ballsy,
that's
bro.
on you.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That's on me.
One mark off. One mark off for me.
Look at it.
There's exposed. There's exposed
Show your
chocolate on
bottom.
the bottom here. Exposed chocolate on the bottom. I don't like that.
Not
at
me
all.
though.
No, you got a full
Think on it.
bottom.
Yeah, you got a
Mine's
full
been
bottom
compromised.
cadmium. Do you know what I like
know
about
where
this? That they give you this like thing that's in is that you could spit it out in here if you don't like it.
Bro,
Does yours have like a?
you
Does yours have
would.
like a an injection mark in there?
Mine.
No. Sort of.
Can I say something crazy?
Yeah.
The smell of this chocolate is what chocolate used to smell like.
Because this
in
is
the
Hershey's.
in the heyday of chocolate. This is like when like you could get like a bunny on Easter, like a
Yes,
chocolate
that's
bunny,
exactly
and it's
it.
a good one. That's the good chocolate. This is good chocolate. And the fact that it's kind of melting pretty quickly in my fingers and it's not too plasticky like a lot of modern chocolates, tells me that Cherry Blossom has kept such a tight-knit operation, serving few cherry blossoms to the few fucking psychopaths that eat this, that they are able to keep the quality high. I don't doubt this is handmade. Some of them
The
probably
few,
pack this in their palms.
The proud. This is palm
I'll say one
packed.
thing.
This is a
I
palm
already
packer
assume
here.
mine's been tampered with. I got a hole in mine.
I'm going to
and I
bite
have,
this now. How do you bite
I
this,
can't wait
Donnie?
I'm gonna bite the bottom of my mouth's gonna hit the flat edge, and the top of my mouth's gonna hit the sidewall. Now I want to bounce like Kramer in the bed when he's eating the Kenny Rogers chicken.
Right. Or like a girlfriend after you gave her chicken nuggets and she's been fighting you all night and now she feels fine.
Yeah. Yeah. And now she's Baby Yoda with the cup.
Well, this is like the most intense.
We're in it, boys. We're in it.
This is like a very intense chocolate. Whoa.
See, there's not many things that can transport you like that.
When I was 18 years old, my brother called me. He was 25, 26. He was like, Harley.
What do you call you?
He called me. He's like, Harley, I just had sushi, and I want you to know you should have sushi. Because growing up, like, if my parents didn't like something, we didn't like it, you know? They're racist, so I'm racist. No, I'm kidding. If they didn't like something, I didn't like it, and that's just because I just didn't try it. So my parents would never have sushi. Raw fish, that's crazy. My brother with like 26 was like, Harley, I tried sushi. Don't be me. Don't be 27 years old and not have tried sushi. And I want to say to anyone listening, I'm mid-30s. Don't be me. Don't get to mid-30s and not have a cherry blossom. I think this was far better than I ever gave it credit, because it's such a disgusting looking thing. But the chocolate is high quality chocolate. There's enough coconut and nut to enjoy it and spit out the cherry if you don't like the cherry. But I don't think you're going to ditch that cherry when you got this nut, this load. There's the cherry's in there with a load also. It's like a cream pie. You're not going to miss out on that load. So you'll just probably consume the cherry too. I think this is great. I would give this, I think this is an 8 on 10 treat.
Whoa. 8 on 10?
Wow. I got a convert.
I give mine like a good 4.5, maybe. I'm just like, it's.
Let's set up a baseline. What do you give a Twix?
Twix?
On 10. What's the Twix on 10?
Why is Twix the baseline?
Twix is like
You
a.
don't think
like
that's a great
8.5.
baseline?
First of all, I need a lot of time to think about this, but I'll give it like 8 to 8.5 for a Twix. I'm very happy with the Twix.
So what's a 10 to you?
But it's a
Oh,
Henry with Reese's peanut butter in it.
wow. At least he got that one right.
That's the best chocolate.
That
bar
is
I
a
think
10.
I've made.
What?
That is guaranteed.
10 on
That
10.
is definitely
Reese's
a
peanut butter
10.
cup?
No.
No.
Oh, Henry with Reese's peanut butter in it.
Yeah.
That's
That's
a
the number one. That's
fire
number one.
fucking chocolate bar.
Yeah.
I give Twix a 10.
Yeah, Twix is. It's at least a 9.
Twix is like good, but it's not. But it's not like like when you go to the store and you're buying a chocolate bar. Is it how often is that your first choice?
Let me ask you this.
It's
a
automatically
Twix?
my first choice. I'm choosing something else probably this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
But, like,
Oreos.
Twix is the fucking, it's like the Cinnamon Toast Crunch of chocolate bars. They're like, ain't nothing wrong with it. It's probably in everyone's top 5.
It is really good.
I think Cinnamon Toast Crunch comes in a bit higher than Twix.
That's
in
insane.
respective-
You're
in the
incorrect.
respective
No,
categories.
I don't think he's not.
In the
I don't think he's
respective categories.
that's that insane. You don't think Cinnamon Toast Crunch is like 10 on 10 cereal?
So
I think
Cinnamon
it's
Toast Crunch is to cereal what Twix is to a chocolate bar.
Yeah, I give
think
them both
Twix has
10s.
way more. I think
I'm-
Twix has way more universal appeal.
Really? I don't
Oh,
know
I'm
about
saying
that.
that's- yeah.
That's interesting. I think Cinnamon Toast Crunch might.
Yeah.
I've never met a person
think
who's
Twix
like,
is-
I hate Twix, and I never met a person that's like, I hate Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah.
This is
Cinnamon
like,
Toast Crunch is
it's like
just-
fucking, Iron Man and Captain America here. I want you to know.
I will say,
I want
I
you to
think-
know. Sorry to interrupt. The only reason why I'm not going to eat the second cherry blossom you brought here, the only reason is that it's 190 calories, and like, I know that's a real bitch made thing to say,
Okay.
but I could fuck up 190 calories very nicely, instead of eating another one of these little cherry cum shots.
Hold on. You gave this an 8. What's the likelihood you show up at the store and you see your chocolate options and you go, oh man, that 8 on 10 was pretty good. I'm going to grab one right now, that cherry blossom.
When you get to the level that I've been at, and I'm being serious right now, there's some levels, obviously, with food. I have found myself in scenarios where I have had, and you've been there, 700
Been there, yeah.
O. Henrys. Like, you ever have
Oh, God.
700 of a chocolate bar in your basement? Just knowing
Honestly,
that you and your friends
that
can go
fucked me
downstairs, it fucked you up, right? It fucked us all up,
I
bro.
when I stayed at your house, man, I would sometimes eat 3 O. Henrys in a night. 3 or 4.
Yeah.
The world starts
Let's
to look
clarify.
different. Food starts to look different when you do the epic mealtime stuff. And we did it. We did a video for O. Henry, and we had mad O. Henrys. And
They
they
actually
were great.
sent it upon my request.
And I
I
love them. I
requested
love
their
them.
O. Henry. Yeah.
I love them. When I go into a store and I buy a chocolate, I am so, first of all, it is going to be a 100% impulse buy. So if it's an impulse buy, I'm probably leaning towards a
Could be anything.
2 for 3 type scenario, or like get the big bag 40% more. Because if I'm fucking up, I like to fuck up and go balls deep, raw dog, and that's what I'd be doing. So I'm walking out with like a bag of O. Henry, or I'm walking out with like it's a 2-for deal. Or maybe they have the a king size Twix. If you have the 4 Twix in there, I'll do that. Like, I like that 4 Twix, boy. I think a Kit Kat is great.
Kat
I'll tell you what.
Chunky
Let's
is
let's
better.
let's do this simple.
But-
When I
hold
go
on,
in,
hold
I'll
on,
tell
hold
you
on.
what
You
I'm
never
not.
answered my
I want
question,
to tell you
though.
what I'm not going to buy. I'm not going to buy mini M&Ms. I'm not going to buy regular chocolate, just regular milk chocolate M&Ms. I'm not going to buy a Kit Kat Chunky. I'm not going to buy
Really?
a variation that messes with the ratio of its initial ingredients. I don't like that. I don't think that they taste the same at all when they fuck with it like that.
Are you talking chunky now? Because I could do a whole sidebar on chunky.
I like a regular Kit Kat so much better than a
A
Chunky.
regular Kit Kat's good, but if you get a chunky with caramel or an extra layer,
I'm not
that
trying to
whole
buy that,
ratio
though.
thing is mitigated.
I'm not trying to buy that though. Like,
There's
that's not
things
what
out
I'm going to
there.
buy.
I'm gonna
You know?
smash the second cherry blossom in a second. if
Go
you keep
ahead.
talking.
Go ahead. I actually think the cherry blossom was really good. I think the chocolate was very good. It's like literally it is very similar in taste to a Toblerone in my mind, but it just has the cherry cream filling. So if I had to put the cherry blossom against the Cadbury cream egg, I would give it to cherry blossom. And you know what? Cadbury cream egg used to be a 10 on 10 for me. Cadbury cream eggs have probably
It's
fallen
different.
to an 8. Over years, the chocolate has gotten dustier. It's gotten more plasticky. When I say plastic, it's like when you bite the chocolate and it breaks like glass rather than
Yeah.
like
And
behaving
it's
like
glossy.
chocolate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chocolate has become far more plastic. And you know what? In the USA, all their chocolates have that shiny sheen, that glass plastic like chocolate
Wax.
vibes. Yeah, it's not the same. And Cadbury cream egg really fell in there. Whereas the chocolate on this cherry blossom, you're getting way more chocolate here. It's way more of a banger. Would you give
gotta
this
be
Lynch?
better.
You gave it
It's
4
got
on 10?
thick walls.
I'll give it like, I'll never eat it again. This is the first and last time. Even if I was desperate, I probably wouldn't jump.
Oh,
on this one.
really?
It's
So
just-
you disliked it? Yeah, if I'm desperate, I would be like, a cherry blossom, you fucking psycho. You have one of these in your home? Give me that.
I feel like this is a treat for the 50+ crowd. You know, this is not this is
Bro,
for
you're on your
another-
way, dude. I don't know
another
what to tell you.
generation.
You're on your way.
I know.
We'll
so
speak to you next
we should-
year. You'll
we
be
should talk
sounding more
about
like
this.
me.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like every year you inch closer in your ranking. So we'll have to come back to this in maybe 15 years.
I am a much
and do a
I'm
retest.
a much more generous scorer than you are, though. I think we noticed that with the movies and stuff
But
like
I'm
that.
being realistic. You're never gonna go there and buy another one. This is the last cherry blossom.
If
we're
I
having.
walked in there and it was like $5 for $5, I would do it.
No.
I'll tell you what. Something
You're a
that's
fucking
fucking me
liar.
off from
You're lying
future.
right now. I don't believe you.
I'm not lying.
You don't think he would get 5 for $5 cherry blossoms? Are you kidding me? Of course
Bro,
he
I
would.
could
He
flip
says
that
it's
shit
an
on
8
Facebook.
on 10.
I'll flip that shit on
he
Facebook
did?
Marketplace. Get my dick
If he
sucked.
did, he'd tuck it away. If he did, he'd tuck it away and never have one.
He rates it 8 on 10, and he sees 5 for $5.
Yeah,
You
but
don't
he
think
just said
taking
he's
that?
generous. I know how he rates things. He is being generous. It's
Well,
when he
to
says
tell you
8
the
on 10,
truth, I
he
kind
means
of
6.5.
agree with him. I don't know if I have ever tried a chocolate bar that I would really give a 4 on 10 to.
Yeah, that's a great point. Hold on, let me find a 4. I think M&M Minis to me is a 4 on 10.
M&M Minis are pretty fucking bad. You found that
hate
really
them.
quick.
I hate
They are
them.
bad. The ones in that little tube.
The
do they
tube,
still
I
come
hate
in
the
that?
fucking tube. I hate the M&Ms. I hate the whole thing. Everything about mini
They're
M&Ms
bad.
is fuck those. That's a 4 on 10. Kit Kat Chunky, I said I wouldn't buy it. That's like easily an 8 on 10 also.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Though?
But this is an 8 on 10. I don't buy a Kit Kat Chunky. I'm not going to buy this. When
Take
I'm
a
at
chocolate bar
chocolate
I
bars, bro,
don't
I got
love.
mad 10s. I got mad 10s. Wonder Bar, O. Henry, variations of O. Henry, Reese's Pieces. These are 10 on 10 boys to me.
Butterfinger.
Peanut
You ever try a
M&Ms,
fucking Butterfinger?
almond M&Ms, Butterfinger and Crispy Crunch, both the same fucking chocolate bar, different portions. But if you came out with a crunchy Crispy Crunch, I'd be like, a chunky Crispy Crunch though, I'd be like, I don't know, even though it's a Butterfinger, you know? They're a little different. Butterfinger is more yellow on the inside. Crispy Crunch is a bit more beigey on the inside. You know what's funny? Score, I think I'll give a score of 5 on 10 as a chocolate bar because you eat it and it's fucking your teeth up. I have way too many fillings to live with a score, but I fucking love Score as an ice cream topping
Score's
and a cake
Score's
topping.
an 11.
Score is a flavor.
Score is
So
top
Score
tier
for
me.
in the store, I'm not buying a Score. But Score, like as a topping, I love Score cheesecake. I love Score ice cream. I love Score all across the board. But just as a chocolate bar, I'm like, my teeth sink right through the chocolate and get fucking stopped at that middle.
No. I love Score. The reason why I don't buy it as much is because it has a high ratio of dustiness. Like if you find a fresh Score that's perfect,
That's
it's nothing better than
Scores
that.
Oh
are
my
like
God.
they've been there too long.
Too long.
But
They
that's
always
how-
have that like.
That's how I initially got into them. Is I remember it was my cousin that showed me. You know, my cousin's a few years older, and we fucking go to a store, and he reaches for this black wrapper on the bottom rack.
Score,
and
you
I'm like,
didn't. You
what
didn't
the
think Score
fuck
was
is
allowed.
that?
You thought that wasn't allowed for kids. I remember
eyes
when I
wouldn't
got a
even go
Score.
there.
When I first got a Score, I legit felt like I was doing adult shit. I was
Yeah,
one
you
step
thought it was
away
a
from buying a
cigar.
pack of cigars, a pack of cigarettes. It's like I got the Score. This is for dads, bro. Who eats Score? My dad. Your dad. Not his dad. His dad's a bitch. But us, me, and the dads were eating Score. It was a big deal.
But Score came up in our time because when we were young, I don't think there was. Well, first, I don't know. McFlurries didn't really even exist when we were young. But there was no, Score Blizzard and Score cheesecake and all that shit. That was later.
No. Score existed before us, but you know what really came up during our lifetime? Chocolate chip cookie dough. That was not like, you had chocolate chip cookie dough.
Yeah, you had
but it
Pillsbury,
gave you worms.
but you didn't have.
It gave you worms if you ate it. We had chocolate chip cookie dough on the come up as like an ice cream topping and an ice cream flavor. And when I love chocolate chip. And I loved breaking up cookies into my ice cream. When I was like 10 or 9 and I first saw chocolate chip cookie dough and I read that out, like I learned how to read like 3 years before that. I've been reading for hundreds of days now. I'm like, chocolate chip cookie dough? Are you kidding me? 10 years on this planet. How has this not been a move already? How has this been? And I remember baking cookies, wanting the cookie dough. And being like, no, you can't. It's dangerous to eat the cookie dough.
And
'cause
your
there's
mother
raw
being
eggs,
like, you're going to get
salmonella.
worms.
There's raw eggs in it. There was something mixed in it. You couldn't have the raw cookie dough, but it smelled so good. And you're like, bro, we don't even. Back then, for me, cookies were all way too fucking cooked out. So I saw this like cookie dough. I'm like, the cookie's ready. I just want a soft fucking cookie. How hard is it to get a soft chocolate chip cookie as a Canadian in 1995? Pretty fucking hard, bro. And then they came out with Chewy Chips Ahoy. That also was on the come up during our lifetime. And that was a big deal. I
Yeah.
was like, whoa, chewy? Thank you.
They're so good and they're so fucking bad for you. That stuff that's keeping it chewy
Xanthan
also
gum.
keeps it in your body forever. Fuck, you wish it was xanthan gum. Yeah, I remember licking the.
Whoa,
the-
pause. Glizzy Gladiator over here.
Cut it. No, licking the things out of from the blender, like making actual cookie dough as a kid and doing the actual forbidden move of licking the raw egg cookie
Yeah.
dough off of the blender things.
I remember this with brownie mix.
Yeah.
The brownie mix was so fire. Also, not allowed to have it. You can't do that.
But you know what's funny? As much as I love the cookie dough, I like burnt cookies also.
I do now. I'm different now. Back then,
I like when the bottoms of the cookies are burnt.
I didn't like struggling
want
with my
the
food
middle
at
to be
all
nice.
back in the day. What?
Well, no, I like the perfect, like hard edge, hard underneath, but in the middle, it's still like it breaks apart nicely.
Right,
still.
but
Like, it's
I
still-
actually
it's not
want it
gooey,
like
but it's
somewhat
like,
blackened underneath.
yeah.
Yeah, I've come to not like a very gooey cookie actually. To
we
be
were
honest, I
talking
like
to-
like an oatmeal raisin where it's
He's
not
a
even a
man
question.
now.
Yeah. Wow, that's why you like cherry blossoms. That's why you're giving cherry blossoms like 8.
But you don't like
raisins
oatmeal
are
raisin?
very-
He doesn't like
Super
raisins,
mediocre.
remember?
What?
I like raisins, just not. It's very mediocre.
Oatmeal raisin cookies very mediocre?
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
Oatmeal raisins are classic.
Like you're
Classic.
like
And actually, it's almost a S tier
You
in the
guys like
sense
cherry
that,
blossoms. What am I fucking supposed to do here? Like your points are invalid now.
Look, man.
unfortunately.
no, I actually tried the cherry blossom. I used to be where
too.
you were. Your mouth is all wrong and fucked up, bro. I don't know where your head's at. Try another one. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Yeah, I think
I don't know
you
what to
came
tell you.
in
Like
with a
literally,
predetermined.
how did you even bite it? I didn't even
Honestly-
watch you eat it. Like I want to watch it back again because you eat things wrong sometimes.
You're being generous with all your ratings right now because I'm factoring in all
He's
the other
stoned.
options available to me. You're sitting there and be like, oatmeal raisin, very chill. You didn't actually stop and think about every other cookie available to you. We can't get into it. We had this whole conversation.
But, like peanut
to be
butter?
like,
A peanut butter cookie?
Where does it rank? Where does it
He's
rank?
like, we can't get
versus
into it.
all
I
the-
already edited all this out of the last episode.
A peanut butter cookie. A peanut butter cookie?
What about it?
It's fucking incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
You know what
throw
would be
oatmeal
really
raisin.
incredible?
Oh,
Peanut butter oatmeal raisin. I would be
Yeah,
very down
bro.
with that.
Pirate
Oatmeal
cookies.
raisin is good to go, dude. How are you not
Yeah,
down
it's
with oatmeal
fine.
raisin? No, it's not
It's fine. Yeah, it's
It's
fine.
literally not fine. You know what's fine? You know what's fine?
It's a 7. It's a 7.
That's good. 7
fine.
means good.
Sure. Okay, 6.8. Okay.
That's
It's-
not
it's
what it
fine
is.
plus.
It's not in the sixes,
It's a
dude.
fine-
Oatmeal raisin is a
fine
classic
plus.
banger. What do you give a dad's oatmeal? Fucking broken glass, hard ass.
Oatmeal plain's chill. The raisins.
Whoa,
is
you're
unnecessary.
what, yo? You're making
think the raisin
wait for the
detracts?
raisin.
Yes. Yes.
That's just
Yes.
you,
Fuck,
though. You
bro.
can't wreck. See, my scores when I'm out here and I'm like, yeah, Twix is a 10. I'm not talking for me. I'm talking for the people. I'm talking for everyone. When you're sitting here and you're like,
one cares. We
oatmeal
don't-
raisin,
everyone-
and you're docking a point for raisin, like, that's you, bro. That's your baggage. Live your life. No
Okay.
one's with you on
Yeah.
that. You are ketchup on a
Yeah.
pizza to me.
We're having a conversation about our preferences. I never put ketchup on a pizza. Ever.
Yeah,
No, that
you're
was
gonna
Donnie
try
Buckets.
it, and you're gonna call me.
Listen, the truth is, you can speak for the people if you want, but they want to know what you really think, and so you're just being a bitch. You're not even giving your real opinion.
No,
You're
it is
just
my
giving
real
what you
opinion.
think
I just
people
know.
want.
I just know that people.
Oh, you're flip flopping a little here. I don't know, bro. You got to pick
He's
a
the
side here. Like,
people's
what are you
champ.
doing?
Literally, like I'm telling people, guys, try the cherry blossom. You're gonna love it. Why? Because I know what's good. I know what's good. I literally know what's good. I know what that's.
But I also know it's good.
Yeah.
So
Go
what
on
do we do then?
Google
How
and
does that
type.
work?
You said
Sauce
oatmeal
Boss
raisin's
knows
not
what's
good.
What?
You said oatmeal raisins
I said
not
oatmeal
good.
raisins a 7. I said it's a
That's
7.
good. Okay, so that's good.
I said that I'm providing the full context of my thinking when I give my rankings. You're providing.
What do you give peanut butter
apparently,
cookies?
What do you think that people want?
What do you give a peanut butter cookie?
What?
What do you give a peanut butter cookie?
Oh, it's like a 9.
What do you give a gingerbread cookie?
8.2.
Fucking gingerbread.
Wow.
Smoking oatmeal like
Quick
that. I'm not
maths,
against
quick
it. I'm not
maths.
even against it though. I'm not against that.
What you want? I'm giving you what I'm giving you right now. This is it, bro. Hit me with some more.
Maple
Want some more?
cookie. Maple cookie.
Oh, that's a harder one, but I'll give that a 7.9.
Sugar
Insane.
cookie.
Like a molasses cookie or like a sugar hard snap cookie type thing?
Not the molasses, but I want to know the molasses now.
Yeah, sugar cookie?
No,
That's
molasses, bro. I'm off sugar cookie. I don't even care.
Molasses? Molasses? That's got to be at least an 8.5.
Okay. That's
8.7.
okay. I was worried you were
At
going
least, yeah.
sub 7 for a second. I was like,
No. Molasses got that
I was like, I'm about
nice.
to pull
it's
up.
very
The
nice.
molasses cookies are incredible. And I only got to those later in life. Ignored them my
Yeah.
whole life. Didn't care about a molasses cookie growing up. And I was like, look at this idiot.
Awesome.
Brown bread of cookies.
Then you accidentally tried a bear paw, and you were like, "What the fuck?"
No, it was, I got him on a plane like 15 years ago.
Oh, that's hype.
Yeah.
That's-
and it
that's a hype
and it's
discovery.
and it's the good brand also.
That's
they're,
good
like,
because
soft,
you're in a
right?
position where something good is going to be even better because of this locked in situation you're in.
Actually, yeah, watching movies on planes, I cry with like things that would surprise you. My emotions all get fucked up as soon as I go on a plane. When I'm that high up, something happens to me.
Dude.
I watch movies like Spider-Man 2, the one with Andrew Garfield, and like a kid puts on a Spider-Man mask, and I start crying, and I'm like, this is so fucked up. What's happening to me
Dude,
up here?
you want to talk crying on a plane? I watched fucking Homeward Bound on a flight.
I wouldn't. Why'd you do that? How old are you?
In what year? Like,
How
what year
old
is
was
this?
I? I was like fucking 28 or 29.
You made that choice. You're crazy, bro.
That's a really big decision to make on a plane. That's a huge decision.
You're
I
like
watched
landing.
Homeward
You're like
Bound.
landing in Cuba with your girl.
like,
she
what
wants
is
to
going
fuck,
on?
and you're like wiping tears off your face. You're all pink.
I'm like, they left the golden retriever in the hole. But he came back.
How did their talking hold up?
Excellent, as long as you're on a plane with tears in your eyes.
on pills.
Yeah,
long as you're on
exactly.
pills
As
in
long
the
as you're
air.
on a fucking, you still have Ativan in your mustache.
Homeward Bound,
That's
Jesus
my favorite
Christ.
punk band.
Ativan in your mustache.
Yeah,
Homeward Brown, Jesus Christ.
Homeward Brown. That's the college I went to.
How are we talking about cookies again, bro? How'd that happen?
Yeah, because you know what? We're out here. There's all these things that we could talk about, and there's obviously a lot that we got to get off our chest, food-wise. I mean, I'm walking side by side next to this guy who's my cousin hating on oatmeal raisin, and on my other side, my boy here putting ketchup on pizza. There's obviously when we
You're
decided
sanctioning a lot of weird moves.
when we decided to have this podcast, we knew we would talk about food, but like I say every time, like I didn't think we'd be getting so all up in it. But on future episodes, we want to start having some guests, and we might need you guys, you listeners, to help us harass certain people. Put in the comments section who we should be reaching out to have as guests on this podcast. We have a long list already, by the way, and some people that I already hit up, and I was like, you bitch, you better fucking, I've been on yours, you better fucking on mine. What the fuck?
Yeah, we have Ed Helms coming in.
That's not true. But it could be if you put a comment in the comment section and 600 of you message him. But don't do that yet. We'll talk. We'll formulate a strategy. Anyways, guys, leave us a comment there, a rating, a like. Shout out to Big Lynch holding it down. And Donnie Duckett's Binge Eater Podcast.